Before we get into creating our first card in DXFleet, let's go over what is a card. So there can be some confusion around this because some people consider a card to be a physical thing, like a credit card or a debit card. And DXFleet kind of treats them similar to that, but not always the same. So when we get into the card creation process, there's going to be a few different fields that we're going to fill out when we create a card. But before we get into that, let's go over the different types of cards that DXFleet has to offer. So some of those are going to be mag strip cards. So that's going to be similar to your Visa card, your debit card, credit cards, any of that stuff. There's going to be a magnetic strip on there that's going to read a certain number, and that number is what we are going to put into the FSC presented media field, which is going to be basically what's being read on that card. But we have other various card types. We have chip keys, which is going to be a key that gets inserted. We have tags, so that's going to be like an RFID card reader that's reading, that might read some sort of RFID tag or card that you have. And then we have keyboard entry. So all of those various formats are going to be considered cards in DXFleet. So when you think of card, don't necessarily think of one type of, credit card type plastic that's going to be used. Your card in DXFleet can very well be just a number that's typed on a keyboard at the time of fuel. So when we're talking about cards, we're just meaning the number that's being read at the time of fuel that allows your pump to turn on and allow you to fuel. So a card's not necessarily a physical thing. It could be a keyboard entry. It could be various card formats. And we're going to basically program DXFleet to say, hey, this is the card number that's being read. It might be read from a mag strip reader. It might be read from a prox reader. It might be just a number that you type on the keyboard. But that number just needs to match what's in DXFleet, what's programmed on that physical card, or what's being typed on the keyboard at the terminal when you try to authorize a card. So a card doesn't have to be physical. It can be keyboard entry. It can be other various formats. So when we're talking about card in this tutorial, just understand that basically just means the number that's being authorized. And in the case of network transactions, that's not even going to be a card in DXFleet. So network transactions don't need to have a card number in DXFleet to authorize. Those are actually going to be swiped, read, sent up to a card processor to process that card and then send it back down. So for cards that we're talking here, we're really only talking about proprietary cards that are going to authorize locally on the site and not any sort of net transaction cards. So if you are a CFN, Pack Pride, or Fleet Network site, then you don't necessarily need to do anything for the cards options in DXFleet to be able to get those cards to authorize. So we're only talking about local cards here. And so next, let's go over, how do we create a card and the options that we have available when we do that.